They're here.
Well, Heidi-ho, lovely people.
This is crazy.
We have missed you.
I forgot how good this box looks.
Oh, it is a nice box.
That is a good hue of purple.
It is, and we're going to even show more of it in just about 5 minutes.
Y'all ready for some purple?
Woo! Well, we're coming up on 4 minutes to showtime, and I want to know, what have you guys been doing for the last 4 weeks?
And how come we haven't heard from you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, our inbox is empty.
What are we, chopped liver?
Running on E, just like my gas tank.
Running on empty.
Yeah.
The Eagles or something.
4 minutes, and tell us where you've been.
I know what you're thinking. Man, they've really lost their edge.
Edge? Did I ever have an edge?
No, but Bono did.
Won't you take me to Funky Town?
What's that?
That's my edge. I'm funky.
I don't get it.
But I'm funky.
3 minutes. I know what you're thinking. They've really lost their edge.
Wait, you just said that. You said that 1 minute ago.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Did he not say that 1 minute ago?
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. I'm more sure than I've been of anything in my life, and I've been pretty darn sure of a lot of things.
Prove it.
I will. After an hour is over, and we can go back and rewind and watch it.
2 minutes.
With only a minute left, I want to know where you're from. You, listening to this right now, type in the comments where you're joining us from tonight. Are you joining us from the Carolinas? From the Californias? Dan, are you joining us at all? Well, we gotta go in a minute. 1 minute to showtime. Come on. 1 minute.
And they come from the man, step up the first line. Play the show, and that's Riley Believe, and that's Riley by the way.
very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. My name is Erinn.
That theme song is loud. My name is Dan.
Together we are
Riley. And this is rileyLive. It's Riley.
But it's live.
And it's live.
I'm so excited you guys have joined us here today because it is my favorite day of the whole year. It's June 2nd.
Tuesday.
Tuesday is not today. Today is Wednesday.
It's spiritually Tuesday because this is Tuesday's show.
That's true.
It's just being shown on Wednesday.
It's also spiritually 7 because this is a 7 o'clock show and it's 8:30.
Yeah, so we've borrowed time from China or something.
Yes, we borrowed a lot of time from China. We also borrowed a virus, but let's not talk about that right now.
Wow. All right, moving along. Hi, Braxton.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Bruce.
I'm so excited. Hey, this is what happens when we move to 8:30. The late birds come out.
Yeah. The late birds.
I like it. You are all late birds and you are all good people.
Listen, I love everybody and everything, but I have not had a beer in almost 2 months, so let's get to it.
That's right. I haven't had a drink either. We'll tell you why in a minute, but before we do, what are you guys drinking out there this evening? Go ahead and type it in the comments so we can have a genuine Riley toast together.
Yes, and we'll get back. I know we're jumping a little bit ahead. This isn't really how the status quo. Yeah, usually I'm like, if you're tuning in for the first time, thanks for being here. And if you're tuning in time and time again, thanks for going out. We couldn't do the show without you. We really appreciate it. It's really fun to have people here doing it because it's more fun to do it for an audience than not. Or something, but this time I won't.
He already did. But anyway, I am really excited to see you guys here and to drink with you guys and to celebrate with you guys. So yeah, tell us what you're drinking. Coffee and Jamaican rum cream.
I'm going to be drinking this Fat Tire. I haven't had a Fat Tire in a while, and it was the option.
Well, you know what? What's wrong with Fat Tire?
Nothing. It's good.
Yep. We got some tea drinkers out there. We have some wild cherry Pepsi drinkers. I, too, am drinking Jamaican rum cream because I'm coming.
We've got some tea drinkers. We've got some Pepsi drinkers. I, as well, will be drinking neither of those beverages.
Now, because my mother's drinking it in the other room.
I get it.
This is my mom's house we broadcast from.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. We drive an hour from our house to my mom's house because she has the best white walls.
And we don't have internet in our place. But when Elon Musk comes through and gives us one of those sweet dishes, we're going to be like, hey, welcome to Boonville.
That's going to be so nice.
In the meantime, we have asked our friends and fans to send in toasts every week, as you know.
Yes.
Just to share some of their wisdom and their love. Today's toast comes from whom?
Brandon Lloyd Hicks, one of our favorite human beings in the whole wide world. He's also currently the chair of Spring Theater, and he's been a dear friend since the 90s. So here's Brandon with our toast today.
Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a great night. Best wishes from me, your chairman of the board here at Spring Theater. Toast you with my sparkling water. Have a great night and enjoy the show.
Clink.
Cheers, everybody. Oh, that is so good.
That's very good.
Why haven't we had a drink in a month or two, might you ask?
We have been employed working on a boat.
That's right.
And there's me looking like Willem Dafoe who got stung by a bunch of hornets.
You do not look like Willem Dafoe.
Well.
But the hornets might be true. This is the American Queen Steamboat, and we have been
This is the American Duchess.
Oh, yes, it is. By the American Queen Steamboat Company. We have been performing on this boat for a month now.
Guys, it has been delicious. Look at that. Speaking of delicious.
Fun.
Yowza, let's full screen it. Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
We have had so much fun performing on this boat. It's been a great time because they are a really cool company who has figured out how to travel safely in these times. They're 100% vaccinated on board.
And we have the pleasure of not only helping to direct the cruise, but performing in a 3-person show every evening, which has been a ton of fun.
I forgot what live applause sounded like because your digital applause is well appreciated. Do not get me wrong.
Yes.
But there is nothing like a live show, y'all. And we've been singing all sorts of stuff. Like for those letters from home folks that know us, you'd be surprised to hear we're singing some stuff from that generation, but we're singing country.
Speaking of letters from home, I think we've got a first-time viewer, Linnell.
Hey, Linnell.
From Wellspring. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're still out there. I hope you're enjoying the show. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Yeah. You a lot. As our pictures just kind of scroll by, this is just some of our good times in the last several weeks. Seems like a lot longer. Mark Twain sails with us on a regular basis up and down the Mississippi.
Which is very surreal because he smells like a corpse.
Patrick, if you're watching, I apologize. Dan,
that's an actor.
Dan was the champion of the chicken wing eating contest.
It was neither a chicken wing eating contest, nor was I the champion of it.
But I
did eat chicken wings in the barbecue wing competition.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a fun week. We had a culinary cruise on board, actually. Kevin Gillespie. Kevin Gillespie. If you guys watch Top Chef, he was a competitor on there and such a great guy. Makes some rockin' banana pudding.
And he has agreed to cater in his world famous warm banana pudding for our wedding.
Yay! Which is who knows when, but you're all invited. He probably
expects us to pay him, but
we haven't talked about that yet.
Nope.
But yeah, it has been a lot of fun, Carrie. Thanks for saying so. It's been really nice. Also, guys, thanks for being here right now. Our numbers just got to our normal
this is cool.
section, and I am super stoked because it's late and you're all here.
Great point.
Woo!
You know, they talk about when you're starting a live stream, you're supposed to work on consistency and dependability. And we had this thing going where for like 33 episodes, we were every single Tuesday without missing a beat at 7. And then all this new stuff happened. And we weren't sure people were going to tune in. Thanks for being here on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. on the East Coast. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
and we're really glad to be back in these seats having fun with you guys.
We really are.
Next week, we'll come up from the northern Minnesota in the Boundary Waters.
Yeah, we will. And then the week after, we're going to be in North Carolina, too, because we will be working with Spring Theater. And we are going to be doing 2 shows this summer.
Ew. Look at that.
That's an interesting view. There's our logo, though. Spring Theater. 2 shows this summer. We're going to be doing the smash hit musical Seussical, which is so much fun. Don't worry, it is not the racist one by Theodore Geisel.
What?
It's about Horton Hears a Who, and it's a wonderful, wonderful show. And you guys should all come to see it, either in person or online, because I think we're going to have some online options as well.
And it's going to be, so we're being limited in our number of seats too. So if you do want to get that seat, and we'll talk more about this when we get closer to the show, but we can only sit about 50% capacity. So if you do want tickets, make sure you get them early.
Yep. It's going to be awesome. Show. You know what's going to be great about that particular show? We have discussed working our masks into the costumes, which is going to be really neat because actors still have to be masked. So many are not vaccinated because they're under 18. And we'll be working them into the fabric of the characters in that show, which will be kind of neat.
Yeah.
We'll also be doing the smash hit musical Hairspray.
Notice both our smash hits. We knew that before we picked them because we do our research.
We do. We do.
I will be directing Seussical with Erinn, and our guest today, who shall remain unnamed until maybe you saw the credits 10 minutes ago where his name appeared, will be directing Hairspray.
That's right.
So and you'll meet him, and it's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
It's going to be great,
yep.
As they say. It is going to be so fantastic, as is our Dan Beckman photography picture of the week.
So we have our contract on the boat works as thus. We are on performing for 4 weeks. And then we're off for 4 weeks, and we work with another team of 3 that rotates out with us. We became very, very, very close with the other rotating team of 3. And we were up on the top deck because they were in training. We were training in this last week. We were on the top deck at sunset, and I was able to capture this lovely shot of 2 of them. They are married.
That awesome.
Isn't that pretty?
I love that. It was amazing. It was golden hour, and we were just hanging out up top, and I was just dumbfounded at how pretty that picture turned out.
Really, really pretty.
I have the same ability to stand up on a top deck as you, but I just never create anything like that out of it.
I don't know what any of that means, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm just saying, sometimes I look at photographers who are actually really good at their craft, and I go, wow, that's really nice. And it impresses me every time that you do a glorious, as Susan says.
Thanks. Well, I would be nowhere without the sun.
That is true. Yep. That is true. Man, I love trip has been really awesome, you guys. It's really nice to see people out there.
ADQ.
Again, traveling safely, having a good time. And guys, I really think Normalish is coming back.
Oh, no!
Dan, do not cough in 2021.
That wasn't a joke, but it became one. I, too, agree. So there.
It is true, though. Things are opening up. And
it does feel that way. In North Carolina, I'm told we don't have to wear masks if we're vaccinated anymore.
Which we are.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, I still feel weird not wearing one. So I wear one until I see a bunch of people not wearing one. And then I'm like...
And then we have these chin straps that look like nice little beards, but it works out really well.
Like cloth Amish.
Yeah, the Clomish. I like it a lot. Yeah. Cheers to the Clomish.
To the Clomish. And speaking of Clomish, our guest is not.
Well, how do you know?
Well, I'll let him speak for himself, but I have the feeling he's not. Get out the lip wax.
The lip wax. Okay, speaking of lip wax, before you get to the important stuff, I got home from the boat and my mom always has little presents for me that she just like picks up around town. My mom got me, I wish I had it with me to show you all, but I'll just tell you about it. It's a lip balm and it's called chicken poop. And it's based off of the old tale about put chicken poop on your lips and that way you won't lick them.
You know, that old tale. Down there with Huckleberry Finn and When You Wish Upon a Star. Don't put chicken lips on your poop unless you want to sniff them.
When You Wish Upon a Star is not a tale.
You're right.
And neither is our next guest. I have known this man for my whole life, pretty much. He is my big brother, and I love him so much. I haven't seen him in person in like 2 years, but we're about to see a lot of him this summer because he is going to be our director for Hairspray at Spring Theater. He is an actor. He is a teacher. He is a lover of life. He is a philosopher.
He's a Homo sapien. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Chad Edwards!
Yay!
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
How'd that digital audience feel?
Better than any audience I've ever played for in my entire life.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I should get you.
It was stunning.
We should lease it.
I want that to follow me around everywhere.
That can be arranged. It'll probably be me with a laptop. But depending on your level of tolerance for weird, let's make it happen.
Well, that can be arranged.
I think that could be really fun. I can just imagine you in rehearsal this summer and Dan just following you with a button, just clapping all the time.
Yeah.
Yay.
Chad, thanks for being here.
Thanks. I am not Clomish, by the way.
I knew it.
I wasn't sure. You know, you got the beard going on. I didn't want to assume.
You've got cloth.
I'm clothish, but not Clomish.
I knew it was something like that.
All right, this is an old trick to tell a person's character in the first 5 seconds you meet him. If you were a cloth, what kind of cloth would you be?
Ooh.
A satin cloth.
Ooh, satin. I like that.
That answer got me.
I've never heard that question. I feel like I would be a burlap.
I feel like you would be a burlap.
I would be like a burlap. It's like sturdy and you can carry it around everywhere. But it's just a little itchy too.
I feel like I'd be a cloth that like looks strong, but as soon as it's under tension, it just breaks down and cries.
Maybe a cheesecloth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Except things just run right through cheese. Well, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we're learning a lot about each other.
Wouldn't be
tonight.
Riley if it weren't a poop joke.
That's true. Just like the chicken poop.
Chicken poop.
Chad, what are you doing with your life right now? How is everything going? Tell the world.
Everything is great. I used to work at Mount Tabor High School for about 15 years, and this year I'm teaching at Davie County High School, and I'm the theater teacher over there. And we just got finished doing You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
I love that
musical. It was so great, and we had such a strong cast, such sweet kids in it. I was real proud of them, and I was, we got to be able to do it in the auditorium with masks, but it was great to be experiencing live theater again. So that makes me really happy.
Amen, brother.
So absolutely. And then I've got this thing, Hairspray, coming on, and I don't know if you've heard of it in the summer. Mm-hmm. It's not a big deal, really. But
is that like a product placement thing, or?
Sure. It's a really big deal.
We should get Suave to be our sponsor.
Isn't there a big Hairspray can that comes out in the middle of the show usually, and like someone steps out of it?
Well, it's up to the director now, isn't it?
Is that not? That's not like the 39 Jet Tays in Swan Lake. That's not like a permanent placement.
We're gonna actually do it in miniature, so it's gonna be a small aerosol can. And there'll be like those Army Rangers, those green Army Rangers.
Cool.
Coming out of it.
We'll call it Hairspray Travel Edition. It'll just be $1 samples of theater.
There you go. Maybe for the online version only, we can just do some really close-up, amazing scenery, and people will be like, wow, the budget.
Yeah, there you go. I'm ready.
Spare no expense for theater.
That's awesome.
You got a fan, Chad.
All right.
Hey, Susan.
That is great.
I remember that show 14 years ago, I think that was.
Wow.
You did, Your Good Man, Charlie Brown and Tabor. And I decided to recycle it.
Awesome.
Cool. Just regurgitate it all on the stage for a beat.
Unfortunately not. I could have taken the old direction, but it's a new cast of people and you got to work with, you got to make it fresh. So I enjoyed reworking some stuff. So it's always a fun experience doing that show.
Yeah. I'm excited about Seussical because I'm choreographing, and it was one of the very first shows we did at Spring 10 years ago, and it's our 10-year anniversary. And it's going to be, I know, crazy.
Weird.
Time is like, what?
10 years?
Time is a frigid and feeble bitch.
Oh, you can't say that on Riley Live.
Sorry.
We have children watching.
This is a mere minutes after I told Chad to be careful with his language on the show.
Because I have a real potty mouth, so he really had to remind me. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that. Guys, okay, Riley Live has had many games in its time, but one of my favorite games, and I believe Dan's favorite game.
And I have to say, one of the most celebrated and brand strong games we play here is a game that we call Trivia Smackdown.
Trivia Smackdown.
I already said it.
Oh, yeah.
Trivia Smackdown, Chad. Are you ready?
I'm ready to smack it down.
Good.
Oh, good.
That's the name of the game, almost literally.
I am so glad. You know, before we smack down, I had all of these great pictures of Chad. So let's just go ahead.
I was wondering
Oh
if
my
you
gosh.
didn't see it here. So
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Chad slides coming at you right here.
all right, we're gonna speed
Oh,
through Chad
no.
slides.
Like-
Here we go.
This handsome headshot right here, followed by some fun times when I was 15 in a hammock. Followed by that was a production of Duck Hunter Shoots Angel. Yeah,
Duck Hunter Shoots Angel. It's a fun
beautiful show.
With
Cool.
Ken Ashford there. Yeah.
One of my
With me on the
favorite
left.
shows. Funny story about that show, Chad. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I didn't know for 23 years that I needed glasses. I just assumed that everything got blurry when they were more than a couple humans away. And I got glasses right before I came to see you in that show. And I was like, oh my God, he's a better actor than I ever thought. It was great.
I was hiding behind the veneer. ADQ was in that show. He was, yeah. And there's a line. I'm not going to say the HE double hockey sticks word because I've been reprimanded. But
Good for you.
yeah, he was in that show. That was the first time I met ADQ.
Very cool.
He was the Gator
Shout
Man.
out. He was the Gator Man.
I thought he was the angel.
No, but he was an angel during that show.
Yeah.
Aw.
ADQ is pretty awesome.
Oh no.
There's a good gem
not that
from
shot.
backstage many years ago.
What a fop.
That's 20 years ago. And then, yes, that's me being abducted with Jim McKinney holding on to my boobs.
That's Jim McKinney trying to save you from being
I
abducted.
love
isn't
Jim
it?
McKinney.
Good dude. He might step on. This is a production of The Fantastics that Chad and I were in many moons ago.
Neat.
Many moons ago.
Is that where you played
You
the
were the
mute?
mute.
I
Yeah.
did.
Unbelievable. I wish I could have experienced that.
Yeah.
We all do sometimes now.
It doesn't really happen. This
Can't
is
even pay her to do it now.
yeah. Very true. Chad, I want to know about these mitts right here.
Well, okay. Funny story. It was in rehearsals for The Odd Couple. And one night they were bringing in props and stuff. And I had no idea that they matched my shirt, but everyone else did.
Really?
And so I came in, it was part where I come in from the kitchen carrying the roast that's burned. And I was like, everyone started laughing. And I was like, oh my God, I must be killing here. I must be doing something really funny. I don't know what it is, but I should keep it. And then all of a sudden after the scene, I was like, man, I was really funny. What was happening? And Mary Leah Dominic and Renee Wallach were like, hello, these match totally your shirt and it's fantastic.
That's
And it was just a happy accident so that's me looking just as stunning as I do now.
Are you saying you're not normally that accessory forward?
No, you can ask anyone. My fashion sense is zero.
I think your fashion sense can be summed up in this next shot right here.
Oh gosh. Yes.
Which one are you?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, Renee Wallach is in the background. She was an Odd Couple too. This was Baskerville, a spoof of kind of How to the Baskerville, spoof of kind of Sherlock Holmes stuff. And I played 14 different characters in that one.
Nice.
And this was one of them.
Good.
Cool.
Well, very cool. Well,
Thanks,
I am so excited right now. We are going to play this trivia, and the trivia, a lot of people watching are going to really appreciate it.
It's not just trivia. It's Trivia Smackdown.
Trivia Smackdown.
I already said it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying so hard to build a brand here, and you're stomping all over it like an old French grape.
What can I say? It's what I do. So this Trivia Smackdown is going to be on theater quotes. So, Dan versus Chad, what's going to happen?
That's so funny. We were not in the same person as we're taking.
Nope.
That's hysterical.
Here's the funnier part. I typed in Chad Edwards on Facebook and got that as like your third picture, and typed in Dan Beckman and got that as your third picture.
I don't even know what picture that is of me.
It's with your sister.
That was after my reconstructive surgery.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is I am going to give you a quote, or I'm going to sing a bit of a song. You're going to first tell me the name of the play or musical that it's from. If you get that correct, you get the chance for an extra point to guess who wrote said musical or play. Now, make sure I give you a yes or no first, because if you screw up, the other person has a chance to steal it.
So you go for it's a lyric or a line, and we say the play first, and then we move on from that?
Yep, that's correct.
Great.
And we won't have to buzz in. We're just going to go back and forth until...
like a pendulum.
Exactly. And we're going to go ahead and start with Chad, because he is our guest of honor today.
And he's got the fashion sense.
Yes, he does. All right, Chad, for 1 point, see if you can name this show. I got brown sandwiches and green sandwiches. It's either very new cheese or very old meat. What show is that line from?
Does it have to be a musical or just a show in general?
Just a show, any show.
I think it's Odd Couple.
And you would be correct.
Wow.
For an extra point, Chad, who wrote that?
Neil Simon.
You would be correct.
Wow.
All right.
So I had no idea this was from The Odd Couple, but I was going to guess Neil Simon if you would have let me.
Oh,
why? Because it seems like a Neil Simon line.
Yeah, he did love sandwiches, Neil. Well, fantastic job, Chad. The score is currently 2-0. We'll see if Dan can catch up with this.
Are there any stupid questions?
All right, Dan. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
That is from My Fair Lady.
You are correct.
And I believe it's from Lerner and Lowe.
That would be correct.
Hey! I didn't know which one of them was the lyricist, but hey!
Wow, 2-2. I hope I didn't go too easy on y'all.
No way I would have gotten that first one, though.
Well, good job, guys. And also, if you guys are playing out there in the audience, we have a lot of theater people watching. So if you've been in any of these shows, go ahead and let us know.
If you haven't, keep it to yourself.
Yeah. And it's time for your turn, Chad, with this next question. I will speak for you, Father. I will speak for all mediocrities in the world. I am their champion. I am the patron's saint. Name that play.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That is incorrect. Dan, you have one chance to steal.
Speak for your father's people other than their champion I am the patron saint. Is it doubt?
You are incorrect. I'm going to give you a hint, Chad, and you're going to be very sad you missed this. You were in this show.
You are kidding me.
And this line was said by Jim McKenney opposite you when he played Salieri in the show.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't really listen to Jim McKenney that much because he talked so much during that show. So I just listened for my cue, and that obviously wasn't one of my cues.
BS, my line.
Yep.
I get it.
He played Amadeus in Amadeus.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, full disclosure, I'm a film buff, and I've never seen Amadeus.
I don't think I knew you hadn't seen that.
I know. I need to.
It's a good show.
There's a director's cut that's fantastic.
Do you recommend going there first?
Yeah.
Cool. Will do.
It's the show I learned about buttery nipples. Buttery nipples. It was a dish that we had to make backstage.
Buttery nipples is a beverage or an act.
And
I think I have a picture of me and the prop.
I don't believe you can.
You don't have a picture of that.
Yeah, no,
I definitely have it in a scrapbook somewhere, but it's cut out with like hearts around it because I used to scrapbook a lot. Hey,
no to self. Find Erin's scrapbook with a picture of Chad with cutouts of hearts around his buttery nipples.
It exists.
I'm sure it does.
It does. I think it's actually in my living room. So, but I'm not getting it.
Any guesses on
I'm
who
not
wrote
lying either.
I was going to ask any guesses on who wrote Amadeus, either of you?
I know.
Who is it?
Peter Schaefer.
Good
That
job.
is correct.
Did he also do Equus?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right.
If there's two things a man likes, never mind. Moving forward.
We are moving on to the next question, number 4, which is Dan's chance to enter first. Hey, Roger Jones. Nice to see you. All right. We are going to go ahead with Dan on this first one.
Okay.
Is this the little girl I carried?
It's Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh! I didn't get to do my full Tevye impression.
And I believe is it Jerry Orbach?
That is incorrect. For a chance to steal.
Bachenstein.
That is correct.
What? Wait. Oh, Joseph Stein.
Joseph Stein.
I wasn't even close.
But the Bach was.
The Bach was right.
I think it's Bach. Yeah.
That's 1 point for Dan.
To the victor go the
Chad.
spoils. Well done.
Good job. Good job.
Who's Jerry Orbach? Someone help me out in the chat.
Who is Jerry?
Law and Order, wasn't he? And he was in. Yeah, I think he was in Law and Order.
Oh.
He's dead now.
I am in over my head. I now realize.
I'm excited to see where this goes because we are now tied 3-3, but it is time for Chad to answer first. ADQ, were you in just every show we're talking about here? I'm impressed.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay. All right, y'all. Chad, what's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet.
That is Romeo and Juliet.
That is
Indeed
correct.
It is. Now think long and hard about who wrote this one, Chad.
I'm drawing a blank, but the first word that comes to mind is Shakespeare, William Shakespeare.
Oh!
What?
The score is now 5-3.
Ooh.
I am so excited right now. This is going to be a draw to the death, and it's a good thing that we're doing this because Dan is directing Seussical this summer. Chad is directing Hairspray. This is director versus director, and it is going to get intense here
Steamy
today.
director on director action.
Yeah.
Buttery nipples. Sorry, it's been a while since we did the show. I'm finding my compass is rerouting to true north.
And also, Dan just had his first beer in like
That's
2 months.
also true.
So he's probably flying a little higher than normal. It's amazing what one beer can do to you after you've had none.
Yep.
All right, Daniel Beckman, it is your turn to answer first. The only thing you've got in this world is what you can sell.
That's got to be Death of a Salesman.
That is correct.
Yeah, by Arthur Miller.
That is also correct. 5-5.
Wow.
We are evenly matched.
I didn't know that.
I was gonna say Gypsy on that last one, but
Were you?
no.
You gotta get a gimmick.
Well, it's true.
I love that
Anyway.
show. Love it so much. We just watched that show actually at Susan Rapier's house when Susan Rapier was out of town.
She didn't know we were there.
No, we broke into her house, stole her Broadway television.
We're like, who in this town has Disney Plus? I got a crowbar. Let's go.
And it wasn't Disney Plus. It was on Broadway, whatever.
Broadway on demand or whatever.
Yep.
Broadway HD, yeah.
That's what I meant.
There's a particular couple of words missing from these quotes to have been from a Mammoth play.
Yeah, right.
Matthew. Hopefully I didn't give away a future clue.
All right. Here comes our next clue. And this one is for Chad. Masquerade, every face a different shade. Masquerade, look around, there's another mask behind you.
Phantom of the Opera.
That is correct. And the writer?
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Did he do the lyrics?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know he was a lyricist.
A very delayed yes from Dan.
What was he doing with Tim Rice then? Like, feel like Tim Rice wasn't bringing that much to the table.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of good lyrics in Joseph and Evita.
And Superstar.
Right.
Yep. Very, very good. All right, Daniel, it is your turn for the next quote. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
That's Mary Pop, Lock and Drop In.
Woo! That is correct.
Now. Oh. I don't know who wrote the lyrics for Mary Poppins.
You going to take a guess?
I'm going to go with Jerry Orbach.
That is not correct. Chad, you have a chance to steal the point.
I'm just going to say Walt Disney because I can't remember.
It is actually Julian Fellows.
Yes.
That's a
Julian
tough one.
Fellows.
That's a hard one.
I liked it, though.
Yeah. It's like those one-hit wonders you hear about.
My favorite part was that I got a point and Chad didn't.
But you're still a point below because Chad has 7 and you only have 6. But it is Chad's turn.
I did know that.
Stephen, who is a writer for On Stage Blog. Stephen, if you want another brilliant person to write about, you should write about Chad. He's very, very good at what he does.
Yes.
He says I have fashion style, so obviously he knows a lot.
He knows his way around to Chad Edwards.
Yes.
And buttery nipples.
Yeah.
There you go. I think we've ran that joke into the ground.
We have.
I don't know.
But hey, it's boomer humor and it works.
Mm-mm.
The next question for Chad. Time is the longest distance between two places.
That would be the Glass Menagerie.
Good job.
And the
Tennessee
writer?
Williams.
Whew.
Good job.
Good one. Good one. Good one. I love that show. One of my favorite shows in the world. It is my favorite Tennessee Williams play.
Is it?
Yep.
It is one of my favorites too, Erinn. I love that show.
Just
That's a
beautiful.
show.
I love it. Well, the score is now 9-6, Dan.
How many chances do I have to redeem myself?
Well, we only have 5 more questions left, but that's
Okay.
10 more points technically. If Chad gets everything wrong and you
Not
get
even
everything
technically.
right.
It just is 10 more points.
That's true. This next quote is for you, Daniel.
Okay.
Oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize you.
That's a beautiful line.
It is.
It's I don't know. Wonderful Town.
That is incorrect. Chad?
It's our town, I think.
It is.
What's so funny?
You guessed Wonderful Town.
Wonderful town.
No!
It's so close.
I'm so upset.
Was that a joke? And you just
Yes, much like the Jerry Orbach reference, that was a joke. Please give me my points and acknowledge that I too am smart.
Oh my God, that's funny. I couldn't understand what you were doing. And all right, that's a point for Chad. Is it 2? Who wrote that play?
Thornton Wilder.
That is correct. Good job, Chad.
Good job. I'm going to spare you the air horn, but just know that spiritually, it's there.
All right, Dan, it's 11-6. And it is Chad's turn to go first.
If I get all but one of these questions right, I can still win.
That's true. That is
Actually,
true.
then we'll tie.
Yeah, and then we'll go into sudden death, which I didn't prepare, but it'll be fun. Okay, our next question for you, Chad. The line is, I couldn't catch a ball if it had Elmer's glue on it. And wouldn't my father have to be this big ex-football hero? Well, he was so humiliated, he didn't know what to tell his friends. So he told them all I had polio. On Father's Day, I used to limp for him.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I know Death of a Salesman has already been. No, that's not it. I was going to say Brighton Beach Memoirs, but that's not it either.
Incorrect.
Funny enough, I was thinking it was Death. I was thinking it was a Biff line in Death of a Salesman, but we already did it, so it's not. So I'm gonna go with Rudy.
I'm sorry. I'll give you all a hint now that you've both missed it. It was a pretty great show, and everybody stood in a line and told their stories to the director.
The vagina monologues.
No.
A chorus line.
That is correct. It is from
Chorus
a chorus
line.
line. A pretty big difference. Anybody know who wrote that?
What's his name?
This guy.
God.
Kirkwood Jr. and Nicholas Dante. My favorites. I love those guys. Oh, good job, guys. Well, Dan, you have a chance to catch up.
No, I don't.
Sure you do.
Let's keep playing.
All right. This next quote is yours.
Is it mine?
Yes.
I did give it away. It's Glengarry Glen Ross by David Mamet.
Is for gold. Yes, that is correct. Glengarry Glen Ross by David Mamet.
Hilarious.
Good job. Glad you got that quote.
That's funny. We did. Funny.
We're
just having. It's so funny in here, isn't it? So funny.
It's like a wonderful town.
Rub it in. Salted wounds.
Rub it in. Stephen thinks that your Rudy answer was quite funny.
Thanks, Stephen.
All right, Chad, it is your turn to guess this next quote. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be.
I think that's Cinderella.
That is correct. And who is the writer?
Rodgers and Hammerstein.
That is correct.
Oh, you!
Woo! Sweeping into the lead.
Wow.
Yet again. Good job. This is great. You guys, I'm very impressed. In the comments, you give Dan a little love as he has a chance to win 2 points right now.
Okay.
You do have a chance for 2 points.
Okay.
If you can name, it's dangerous, son. What's dangerous? When a man goes outside his house to look for peace.
These are some beautiful lines that I don't know.
are.
It's dangerous and what's dangerous when a man goes outside his house to look for peace. That's beautiful.
It is. And who wrote it? Or I should say, what is the play?
I know this is wrong, but I'm going to guess Fences.
No.
I can only guess it's Gates.
Very close. Chad, do you have an idea? It's dangerous, son. What's dangerous? When a man goes out his house to look for peace?
A Bronx Tale, the musical.
Good guess, but it's actually a raisin in the sun. I'm surprised both of you missed that, actually. I'm surprised, but good job. Good job. Good guesses. Good guesses.
Man.
Anybody know who wrote A Raisin in the Sun?
Yeah, it's
Lorraine Hansberry.
Yes. Very good. Good job.
Wow.
Sorry, I cut you off there, Dan. That can be your point.
That's what I do is I know when someone else knows the answer. I go, yeah, it's oh, go ahead. Then I seem smart and cordial. When I am neither.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
I know.
Dan, I don't know if you have a chance, but you might. Chad, you have one more chance. This is your question. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason.
Oh, that's Wicked.
That is Wicked by
Steven Schwartz.
Bravo!
All right, so
May the Schwartz be with you.
may they.
My favorite Mel Brooks movie. Come at me.
Yeah.
Very funny.
All right, I am going to calculate the totals. In second place with 8 points. Give it up for Dan Beckman.
Thank you. I'd like agent whom I don't have.
We'll work on that.
Okay.
And in first place with a total of 15 points, give it up for Chad Edwards. A celebration slide that only you would create.
Oh, man.
Is it bad form to beat one of the hosts?
No, it's great form.
Good form.
Okay.
It's great form. It feels uncomfortable when we win, especially when we play with children and they get 2 and we get like 28 and we're like, suck it, you know? And it's like, it's sort of off-brand.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Chad, what is we always like to ask our brilliant guests, and we only invite brilliant people to this show. So we always like to ask for the audience at large some words of wisdom, something maybe you like to share.
Or something that's just been on your heart.
Yeah.
Be excellent to each other.
I love that. Brevity is the soul of wit.
Somebody said that, Bill or Ted, or maybe both of them said that. But I just think, in a time where we're struggling, and I'll think back to a couple weeks ago when we were finishing up Charlie Brown. The cast was so bonded that they just loved each other. And they worked so well together that it's a pleasure for me to see that in action. And that for a director, if the show sucks, that kind of bond, actually it won't make it stink, but that kind of bond makes it just that more special of a memory. So I'm lucky to have that.
I love it. Something we can all relate to, especially as theater's coming back, or maybe we haven't been a part of theater yet. That is one of the nicest things about our craft, isn't it?
Totally. Absolutely. Well,
Chad, thank you for coming on and whipping my butt up and down this digital playing field.
Yeah.
Always happy to do that. So just invite me on whenever you feel like you need to be knocked down a peg.
Which will be frequently, sir. Thank you.
I'm so impressed. I can't wait to see you live and in person this summer. It's going to be great.
It will be great. I'm looking forward to it. And it's going to be a great show. I love it. So,
all right, Chad. Thanks much.
Love you a lot.
Love you too. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, that was great. He really kicked your tail feathers.
All the questions are coming in for Chad, but he's gone now. So ask me questions so I can feel better about my existence on this planet.
Will you be my life coach? Oh, that's so sweet.
Chad, you've got some clients coming your way. ADQ says in 2016, he was in Godspell with Chad, and he came to Guilford College to support a former student.
Very cool. Chad comes to our spring shows all the time because a bunch of his Tabor kids are in our spring shows, which is great, which is awesome. Very, very cool. He's also been to our Letters from Home shows. Good guy. Let me tell you something. It has been a really good performing time. And Blaine Greenfield,
it has been a very good performing time.
I don't know why I was trying to segue and it didn't work. Blaine Greenfield, who is not here at the moment.
No.
This is why you lose games, Dan.
Bad karma.
Exactly. He has always been asking us every week. He's like, please show a performance, please show a performance. And so what we did was we grabbed a little old performance that we did actually a couple months ago, but we wanted to reshare it today because we've never showed it here on Riley Live. This is a show.
Let me preface. We did a show called Duet as a fundraiser for spring, and we packaged that as digital content very close to the beginning of the pandemic. We took basically our phones into the theater space and we recorded it and edited it all together and sent it out to retirement facilities so they'd have entertainment.
Yeah.
That's what this is from.
I thought there was more coming, but this has been a really neat way that we've been trying to get into retirement facilities. Unfortunately, they're still not accepting outside entertainment. Most of them, some of them have started with vaccinated entertainers, but they haven't gotten a whole lot. So we've been trying to send them some stuff. And this is a snippet dippet from one of the shows we sent them.
Welcome, monsieur. Sit yourself down and meet the best innkeeper in town. As for the rest, all of them crooks, rooking the guests and cooking the books. Seldom do you see honest men like me, a gent of good intent, who's content to be master of the house, doling out the charm, ready with a handshake and an open palm, tells a saucy tale, makes a little stir, customers appreciate the bon vivant, glad to do a friend a favour, doesn't cost me to be nice, nothing gets you nothing, everything has got a little price. Master of the house, keeper of the zoo, ready to relieve them of a soup or two, watering the wine, making up the weight, picking up their knickknacks when they can't see straight. Everybody loves the landlord, everybody's bosom friend, but lock up your beliefs, just Jesus wanna bleed them in the end. Master of the house, quick to catch your eye, never want to pass by the passing by, serving to the poor, butler to the great, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong mate. Everybody's boon companion, everybody's chaperone. I do whatever pleases Jesus, won't skin you to the bone. Again! Master of the house, quick to catch your eye, never wants to pass by the passing by, serving to the poor, butler to the great, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong mate. Everybody's boon companion, gives him everything he's got. A dirty bunch of geezers, Jesus, what a sorry little lot.
I used to dream that I would meet a prince, but God Almighty, have you seen what's happened since? Master of the house isn't worth me spit, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong. Cunning little brain, regular Voltaire, thinks he's quite a lot of but there's not much there. Vulgar trick of nature, landing me with such a louse. God knows how I've lost it, living with this bastard in the air.
Come on! Master of the house, master of the whore, comforter, philosopher,
Don't make me laugh.
servant to the poor, butler to the great.
Hypocrite and toady indeed.
Everybody bless the landlord, everybody bless his spouse, everybody raise a glass.
How raising up the master's arms.
Everybody raise a glass to the master of the house.
All right, love.
Ah!
Yay! Oh, sorry. This is Dickory. We didn't have audiences for a while, and so
We lost our minds.
we lost our minds.
A notable thing about that clip, we did a lot of digital stuff. That was our first thing that we did performance-wise digitally. We did lock-in before that.
True.
But we did that as a first digital performance. And let me tell you, I spent a lot of time learning about cinematography, video editing, and sound design and engineering. That sounds like hot vomit. However, it goes to show you how much a person can grow in a time of stress, because if I were to redo that, it would be 6 times better.
You know what? I have learned so much this year. I look at things that, like even music videos that we made pre-pandemic, and it's really neat because we've had all this time to kind of work on ourselves and grow those skills. It's really great. Yesterday, I blew into a trumpet for the first time. I had no idea how they work. It's bizarre. Like, I mean, you gotta like, that's really cool. I'm going to try to get good at it. Actually, what I would really like to get good at as we travel up and down the Mississippi is the banjo. It is the happiest instrument I have ever heard.
You know what's happy? Me sitting in a tiny crew cabin with you for months at a time while you learn the banjo.
It will be great. I promise it's going to be so much fun.
The only thing I can think of making more noise than just Erinn is Erinn with a banjo.
So supposedly there was this guy at an airport and he pulled out this case, and everyone was kind of nervous because as he pulled it out, he had this like look on his face and they were like, oh my gosh, what's it going to be? And he pulled it out and they were expecting a Stradivarius and it was a banjo. I totally told
you told that wrong.
Joke wrong.
It's okay. We'll do it again in like 30 episodes when everyone's forgotten. Everyone was expecting a violin, but the joke.
He pulled out a Stradivarius and they were all like, oh, thank God it's not a banjo.
No. The joke is the man walks in and he looks like it's Al Capone. A guy looks like a Chicago gangster walks into a restaurant and he sets down a case that looks like it's holding a big top. You know, it's a banjo case. Right? Yeah. And then he opens it up and everyone's sweating and he pulls out of this banjo case a machine gun and everyone goes, whew.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
And that structure, I think, is how we should always tell it. That should be our shtick as we go on stage and just butcher jokes to death and then finally get them right and see how many people are still in the theater.
It's when I hear something from somebody else and it's not really fully embedded in my brain, I probably shouldn't redo it. I do want to play the steel drums, Rosemary. I'm actually thinking about adding that to the show too, because I learned how to play one song on the steel drums and it was really fun. It was really, really fun. So I think
we're couples goals.
What's that mean?
Go!
I thought that was something physical.
Once you go back to practicing the banjo.
I will. You guys, I promise you, before the year is out, I will have a banjo in my hand. And it's going to be really fun. Because honestly, like, think about it. Some of the happiest things in the world are the sounds we hear. And I can't think of a happier instrument than a banjo. A guitar is nice. A piano is lovely. But a banjo is just what you get out when you are ready to have a honky-tonk good time. Don't you agree?
I am staying out of this conversation because I don't want to influence you in a direction.
You know what, Stephen? I like the triangle, but I prefer the cowbell. That's my actual favorite instrument. We are going to be writing an original musical ADQ. I'm glad you said it. Hey, Josh, thanks for joining us. We're going to see you in a couple days. You guys, it has been a pleasure being back here live.
It's felt mellow. It's felt nice.
Yeah, it's because it's 8:30. Everybody's watching in bed.
That's really?
That's 9:30.
Everybody in bed right now?
I bet a bunch of people are in bed.
If you're watching from your bed, say something right now, and we'll send you the same prize that we've sent to all of our other prize winners on the show.
But really, like, it's fun to be back and talking to good people and playing trivia and just kind of kicking around.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
And if you guys want to come on Roll Down the River with us on the American Duchess, feel free.
Yeah, it's a really, really good trip.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun.
I'll mix you up a saloon drink and slide it down the bar, and you can capture it before going out over the paddle wheel and smoking your corncob pipe.
With Mark Twain.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, it's been a good time. But we're excited to get back to live theater again. We're going to be back here in just probably a week or less. Keep tuned for more Riley fun. Thanks, guys, for joining us at a different time and a different day. It was so awesome to see all of you here.
Much appreciated, yeah. And actually, if you find that this time is more conducive to your life, we were thinking about moving from 7:30 to 8 anyway.
Ooh.
Or from 7 to 8 anyway. So if this seems like a better time slot for the future, let us know. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my gosh. I can't believe that Kathleen and Wade are here from the American Duchess. Thanks for joining us.
What's up, guys? Speaking of the American Duchess.
Amazing.
Thanks for being here.
You know what's really cool?
You guys are 55 minutes late, but you're here for the good part, which is when it stops.
The best thing about being on a small boat, I will say, is that we every single week get to know every single passenger. Like, without a doubt, like, you have to be like a cranky old curmudgeon who stays in your room the whole time for us not to get to know you. And it's really nice because we meet friends from all over the country, and it's kind of like being on tour, except they all come to us.
Yeah.
Which is great.
It's really nice. And Erinn has invited, I think, about 80 people to our wedding.
Yeah.
From the passengers, which is great.
Yeah.
They're welcome.
It's going to be fun.
It's BYOB and BYOW
Yeah. Bring your own what?
wedding.
Yeah, it'll be great. I can't wait. I mean, we don't know when it is. We're waiting. But anyway, I also wanted to say, watching in silence is something I never do.
That is true. I can confirm it.
And until we see you next time, I believe that you always have a couple of choices in your life. And the first one is your attitude. Your attitude, no matter what's happening in your day, can genuinely control exactly how your day goes. You know, it doesn't matter how good or bad it's going. If you have a good mindset and if you just take a moment and think about it, I promise everything will get a lot better.
I am a very rational person. I break things down rationally and skeptically, and I approach things from a skeptical vantage point.
It's true.
Let me tell you about the power of positive thinking. It is legitimate. You can approach any situation, and if you think positively and approach it positively, it will control the way that your actions affect how you perceive the problem or non-problem or life in general. So if you just choose to view life through rose-colored glasses or even just a positive lens, you're going to live a more positive life, and you're going to find a lot of good unfurls from that. And
that is so true.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times lately we are so inundated with all the bad negativity, especially on television and Facebook and all that, that it's so hard to see through that. And remembering that the news is the exception and the good is just all the awesome stuff that the news is not talking about all day. I think it's just really important.
Erinn loves the law of attraction.
I do.
I don't prescribe to it, but I find that it's different. The power of positive thinking is very real and will change your life.
This sounds really intense.
It is intense. Listen to me. Listen, get up out of your seats. Go be happy. Make the world a better place.
But if you can't be happy or if you need anything, try to find someone to lean on, because I promise you there's a lot of people out there who need someone to lean on just like you do. And I bet you if you need someone to lean on, reach out to someone else. It's going to make them feel better too, and it's going to give them a purpose in life. So don't feel afraid to reach out.
Bill Withers, because he's dead.
Oh.